Meanwhile, Ontario schools are getting more federal funding to help ramp up COVID protocols, but we still don't know when kids in so-called hotspots will return to class. The Minister of Education tweeted along not too long ago that the province's Chief Medical Officer of Health will finalize his advice to the province on Wednesday. We know asymptomatic testing and mandatory masks for younger children are part of this new plan. Kelly Botelho tells us the rest.
Premier Doug Ford says he wants all kids back to in-person learning, but will have to wait a few more days to get a firm answer from his government.
Our goal is to focus on getting the schools open by February the 10th. We just want to make sure that we get the 100% green light, and I know the minister will be coming out the next day or two to announce that.
We know parents want certainty on the matter, and we hope we can provide that in the coming days based on risk assessment and, more importantly, based on the new protocols, the stronger, stricter protocols.
One of those new protocols Minister of Education Stephen Lecce is referring to is province-wide asymptomatic testing, using both rapid and lab process tests. Local public health units will decide which schools need testing based on outbreaks and other risk factors. The province says they have the capacity to conduct about 50,000 tests a week at schools across Ontario.
So what we've heard from the ministry to date is that asymptomatic testing will be made available in schools where it's warranted by our public health units.
Chair of the Hamilton Wentworth School Board, Don Danko, says today's announcement clarified how much federal money school boards will get to continue to buy more PPE, to buy more e-learning technology, and to spend on better ventilation. The Hamilton Public Board is getting about $4.6 million.
The release of additional funding will help us to continue to work to improve safety for in-person schools during COVID and also to improve the quality of online learning.
Other new measures announced today include mandatory mask wearing, now including kids in grades 1 to 3, enhanced screening for high school students and staff, and temporary certification for teacher candidates expected to graduate this year in order to offset high staff absenteeism. Ontario's top doctor says cases are headed in the right direction, and these new protocols, specifically asymptomatic testing, are promising for the safe reopening of schools.
We're hopeful that we're looking for that February 10th date with all things being in place.
Kelly Botelho, CHCH News.